Evening, everyone. I'm Randall. A bit of a local guy. I grew up in the Ackworth area. I know what you're thinking. Ackworth, right? But you don't get to pick your parents. If I did, I'd probably be a Trump, a Hefner, hell, even a Kardashian. But I think for me, being a Kardashian would be awkward because the 50th time I walked in on my sisters in the shower and I had a boner, somebody's going to get pissed. I've been married for 19 years. We have an amazing kid. I attribute most of our marital success to my wife's insane ability to forget shit. She does all of our Christmas shopping. She wraps all of the gifts, and no one is more surprised on Christmas morning than she is. The fun thing about being a parent is you get to screw your kids up in your own special way. One of my favorite things as a kid was Yo Mama jokes. You know, like, Yo Mama's so ugly, they moved Halloween to her birthday. But now that my daughter's a teenager, I realize it's a ton of fun to make Yo Mama jokes to your own kids. So the kid gets pissed off at me and she's like, "You're stupid." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, well your mama's so stupid, she still thinks I'm your real dad." So I get a call from daycare one day. And they asked me to come down. So I walk in and management meets me at the door. We go in the office and they said, "You know, Sydney told a story in class today and we were a little bit concerned, so we thought we would call you." And instantly I'm freaking out. I'm like, "Oh my God, she told them about the grow room in our freaking crawl space." So it turns out they had an assignment to describe their bedroom. Well, Sydney decides that she's going to tell everybody she lives in a tent in an unfinished basement. All mom and dad live upstairs in a nice warm house. So they finally bring the kid in, and I'm like, "Why would you tell that story? You know it's not true." She just looked at me and she goes, "Well, I couldn't tell them about the meth lab." One thing that kind of crosses my mind a lot is, since I have been married for so long, is the gay marriage topic. Me personally, I think it should be legalized immediately. Now I know somebody's going to quote some shit from the Bible, but just hear me out. If we're supposed to be stuck with the same person, why not let them suffer as well? And I also think that they should enjoy every right that we have, like the right to go to court and fight over your shit when you realize you married a loser. One thing that I find interesting about the opposition, or at least the ones I know, they've been married several times. So I think we should amend "till death do we part" to "till I get tired of fucking you." I think the gay community may be overlooking the excuse factor. I know when I was dating someone and things got serious, that I would have loved to have been able to look at her and go, "Yeah, I love you. You give amazing blowjobs. But we can't get married. The government hates us. And you're kind of a bitch." But I like to think about how would a gay wedding compare to, let's say, a Baptist wedding. At a Baptist wedding, there's going to be beer, but it's in the parking lot because you can't drink in front of the other church, folks. But at a gay wedding, they're going to have Appletinis, bend over Shirleys. Actually probably bend over Shane's. But, and then the music. At a Baptist wedding, you're going to have country music. So how bad is it that you're playing music that is based on your wife taking your shit and fucking your friends? At least at a gay wedding, they're going to be playing Lady Gaga. If they're an older couple, maybe some Cher. You know a reception's good when they hand out glow sticks and ecstasy at the door. I hear a lot about money is the root of all evil. But I don't agree. I think it's sex. Because I've seen guys who will not work, survive on ramen noodles, and will walk 10 miles one way to have sex with a chick that looks like the poster child for Meth Mouth. I think the way you dress sends out a message. Like a suit says, "I'm an important person. I do important shit." Flip-flops and a tie-dye shirt, I'm probably going to smoke pot today. High heels with blue jeans, you may not be a prostitute, but you're definitely a stripper. But guilty. say I've given up on life, but I lack the will or the follow-through to kill myself. I'm kind of over the whole username password bullshit. I mean, at this point, I've got to have at least 100. So what I've started doing is I use vulgar phrases to remember them. But even that's become a problem with all the complexity rules that they give you now for passwords. So the other day, I had to call my internet service provider because of an issue, imagine that. And the first thing customer service rep asked is, "What's your password?" I say, "Suck my dick." He promptly hangs up on me. And I went through 20 customer service reps before I could explain that was my password. Thanks, everyone. Had a great night. Hope you did too.